Here's a trade setup that I took last week that made me over $1,000. Now, on the surface, it looks quite simple. Price pulling back into a very clear level of supply, and I'm taking profit down here. But there were 5 reasons to why I entered into this trade, while most traders just have 1. And we're going to talk about the 5 components that go into a trading edge right over here. And I'm not just going to say, oh, this is what you need. I'm going to actually show you how to actually implement this into your own trading so that you can become a profitable trader. Let's get into this. Okay, let's get into it. So if you want to become a profitable trader, you need to have an edge in the market. And this is probably the most difficult part of trading, is trading with an edge. What is an edge? That is a great question. An edge is simply a higher chance of one thing happening over another. Now, typically, traders will solely focus on technicals, chart patterns, indicators. That edge is very small. Because if your trading edge was so great, trading a chart pattern or a simple step-by-step mechanical-based system, everybody would be profitable. You could easily code this. The thing is, it lacks an edge. Now, I'm not against step-by-step trading strategies or technical-based approaches. I use them. It consists of 75% of my analysis. But I use them in correlation with these other things, and I'm going to show you how to do that, because if you want to become a profitable trader, you have to do these things. I'm not just going to shove some type of BS, oh, just trade this chart pattern, 75% win rate, 3-to-1 reward to risk. How has that been working out for you? It doesn't make money. So I'm going to show you what you actually need in order to become a profitable trader and how I use these things in my trading plan to have an edge in the market. So let's get into it. Now, I simplified this down into 5 categories. There's technicals, sentiment, fundamentals, personal edge, and risk management. Let's first start off by the technicals. Now, like I said before, people will just talk about technicals on the internet because it's the easiest to understand. What can consist of technicals? Okay, indicators, general price action, chart patterns, level 2 dome. That's basically what can consist of technicals. How might I use this in a trade setup? Let's talk about this. When I look at my technicals, I start off by looking at my daily time frame, where I notice I have a beautiful level of daily supply. It's a very strong level of daily supply that broke to the downside, that took out all of this price action down here, that broke this upward momentum line. So I understand with prices now returning back, I did not mean to draw that drawing. It just happened to be like that. But when I'm now pulling back into a level of daily supply, into resistance, I understand I now want to be looking for selling opportunities. I then go down to my lower time frame to where I then look for confirmation. Well, I start to see this market overextended right here. Let me go like this. Let me go like this. I have a rally, base rally, base rally, base rally, base rally. I have an overextended market with now prices rejecting, making lower lows and lower highs. This is an indication that prices have started to turn. We're no longer making higher highs and higher lows. I have quality levels of supply right here, my little supply zone that has a strong imbalance right here to the downside. And I'm selling the pullback back up into my level of supply. So when it comes to my technicals, I have price reacting off of higher time frame supply. I have confirmation of prices turning inside out with a strong quality zone being created. If I wanted to, I could add an indicator to say the RSI is overbought and now selling off. Maybe it's testing the upper Bollinger Band. Maybe there's an engulfing reversal candlestick or a liquidity sweep, whatever. You can get the idea of why I'm starting to technically look for selling opportunities. And this is why when I look at technicals, it's the first part of my trading edge. So that is the first thing. I want to make sure that I'm trading with my technicals. I have a sell setup. The second thing that I'm going to look at is the sentiment. This is going to consist of the banks and institutions and the current market context of the market. So what's currently going on around the world right now, around this market, and what are the banks and institutions? Where are they positioned? So when I look at the banks and institutions, when I look at their reports, I noticed that they were previously long 311,000 contracts down here. And then what have they been doing? They went down to 294. The next week they kept it the same at 294. Then they went down to 265, down to 212. So they are now closing their long contracts. They're taking profits, so they're selling. They're also, not only that, but they're adding to their shorts. It's like a double whammy. The banks and institutions have gone from 137,000 contracts up to 158, up to 191. So they're selling their longs and adding to their shorts. This is a double whammy. So what do you think price is going to be doing? It's going to be going down, which is why you look here on the daily time frame, it's been going down over the last month. So I understand, hey, my technicals, price inside a higher time frame, level of supply, and I have confirmation. Number two, I have the banks and institutions closing their long and adding to their shorts. So now I have two things. This lines up so far to say, if I take this trade 100 times, I would probably make money. That's what I'm trying to do. What else goes into my trading edge? Because we need to consider maybe some other things. I'm not saying you have to consider all these things, but ideally, I always want 3 out of the 5. The next thing that we'll talk about is fundamentals. Okay, what might consist of fundamentals? Well, let's go over here because I have each one broken down into like what is technical, sentiment, fundamentals. And like we just talked about, technicals consist of general indicators, price action, chart patterns, level 2 dome. What might sentiment be? Well, COT reports, maybe there's trade beef between other countries, maybe Donald Trump is threatening Iran with new bombs, or maybe there's a negotiation on the table. These are things that consist of market sentiment, okay? Now, when it comes to fundamentals, this is going to be what's driving typically the market long term. Earnings reports, GDP, CPI, retail sales, unemployment rate, because if a country or a certain stock is performing very well long term, then that market is going in the direction of the fundamentals. So if you have strong fundamentals, typically that's going to be a strong currency or a strong stock. So ideally, I want to be trading on the side of strong fundamentals. This is definitely lower on my priority list because it's more of a longer term outlook that will push price, but it still factors into my brain whether or not I want to take a trade setup or if I want to do heavier risk into this. But it's the least important in my opinion. So on something like this, because we're trading the euro, and we'll have a look at another example. Because I'm looking at the euro versus the United States dollar, the United States dollar has much stronger reports, fundamental news regarding GDP numbers are actually a lot stronger than the euros. The manufacturing numbers, services, unemployment rate, these are typically stronger in the United States economy versus the EU economy. So this is going to be more of a bearish tone towards the euro currency. You understand? So if the euro is not necessarily producing good fundamental news and economic news, that's not typically a good sign. Now, a lot of the time, these fundamentals are what's going to drive the decision that the Fed or the central banks are going to make. Are they going to raise interest rates or decrease rates? And how does that affect the market? That's typically what these fundamentals are going to drive long term, is what's the decision behind the central bank. But like I said, this is more so on the lower requirement of my trading plan. So when I look at this now, I have number one, technicals, price inside higher time frame levels of supply with confirmation. Number two, I have the banks and institutions, the COT reports, suggesting that they are adding to their shorts and closing their longs. This would support my bearish direction. And number three, the fundamentals are not as strong compared to the dollar. So this would support for a third case to why prices may be going down. And again, I'm moving the gauge to say, do I have an edge in this market? Yes, I take the trade. Let's move on to the next one because this is really important stuff, because a lot of trading strategies don't do this type of stuff. They just focus on, determine the trend. Is it inside your higher time frame level? Yes. Do we have confirmation? Yes. Okay, then take the trade. No worry. How has that been working out for you? It doesn't work because it doesn't have an edge. If it was so easy, then you could easily just code this to have a chart pattern or a step-by-step plan. The thing is, it lacks an edge in the market. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. Don't you think, you might sit there and say, well, I don't really want to follow the news or it's confusing. I'm sorry guys, but this is stuff you have to learn. I'm not saying you have to know everything about the fundamentals. I don't know everything about the fundamentals. There's people online and know way more about me. But you have to know what's going on around the world and how this affects the markets. You have to be aware of this stuff, right? This is how you make better trading decisions, which increases your edge. Really important. Hey guys, I appreciate if you guys like this video so far. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. So the next thing we're going to talk about is personal edge. Now this is going to be brief conversation. This is basically going to consist of time and experience, because this is the most difficult thing to learn, and you really only learn personal edge based off of time and experience. But we can use personal edge to make better trading decisions, because I might call trading edge, and I say it over here, building my plan around my strengths and weaknesses. Maybe what you do on and off the charts based off of time and experience of how you see the markets react. So if I talk about the strengths and weaknesses that I may have versus somebody else, because everyone is different. If you struggle with revenge trading, you should implement rules into your trading that stops you from revenge trading. That is an edge in itself because it's based off of time and experience, which in my opinion is probably the strongest edge out of any one of these. It's personal edge, it's personal experience. And there's no video that can teach you this. It's based off of time and experience. Let's talk about risk management, because this is where you start adding into positions, you start moving your stop loss, you start going in with small risk. So in this case, on this trade, I actually got into it with very small risk, because by the time I entered into this trade, prices, I got to the chart late. I was out at the gym for whatever reason, and I managed to get in right here, when ideally I would normally get in actually like right around here on the pullback sooner. So I went into this knowing, hey, I'm going to keep the same reward, but I now have the opportunity to do half the risk. So I cut the risk in half and I still have the same reward. But if I maybe notice, hey, I really like how the sellers are coming in and defending this level, or hey, I noticed on the level 2 dome, big sellers are stepping into this market. Let me add into this market. Or I believe that the market shift has happened for the week and it's now going to turn back over. You know what I mean? And this is based off of time and experience, based off of proper risk management, knowing when to add into trades, knowing when to avoid setups, because a lot of the time you see traders talk about, oh, I took the trade, it's inside demand and there's confirmation. The plan told me to do it. Well, why would you buy that? Don't you think it's a really stupid idea based off of these 5 factors that you didn't consider? Well, yeah, now when you bring it up, I shouldn't have done that. Well, that's exactly it. That's the problem with your technical step-by-step strategy. It didn't factor this stuff in. This is why human emotion is one of the strongest edges that you can have. It is. Personal experience is the strongest edge that you can have, but it's the most difficult. Okay? You see, this is why it's so important to trade with an edge, because you think and trade differently when you know you have an edge in the market. Because if you have let's say for example, you have this rock. This rock is heads and this bottom of the rock is tails. If every time it lands heads, you make $2, and anytime it goes tails, you lose $1, you would sit here and flip this rock 100 times and you wouldn't care how many times you lose, because you're making more than when you lose. And there's a 50% chance it lands on heads or tails. Each time you win $2, and only when you lose $1. So you would sit there with no emotional connection because you understand you have an edge. So that's why having an edge is so important. And then number 2, having proper risk management. Because if you're sitting there risking 10, 20% per trade, you're going to over leverage yourself and you're going to make emotional based decisions based off of your P&L. That's 90% of trading psychology issues, is because you're attached to the P&L, which is why you should dial back the risk. And this is all extremely important. And so if you're somebody that doesn't know they have an edge in the market and you want to learn more about how to trade a sentiment or fundamentals, I got you 100% covered. There is a YouTube video, 2-hour long course video. This is better than any course material that you have bought before, completely for free. 2-hour long video breaking down my whole technical strategy, and then I break down the sentiment and fundamentals and personal edge and trading psychology. It's the best trading course video out there, completely for free, showing you how to trade with an edge. So I will put that in the description below. In fact, I will have it on the screen right now. Watch that video, and it's 2 hours long. You guys can always reach out to me on social media at MoneyballAustin, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I have no problem helping you there. Thank you guys very much, and start thinking and trading with an edge. Cheers.